Hello everyone, welcome back to Archer+alex. My name is Alex. I am the lead soap maker and owner here. Today we don't have flannel on, but it's still the Holislaaaay Spectacular. Today we're doing something a little bit groovy, so I got a groovy print on. We're making candles. So the candles that we are making today are Teakwood, and we're doing them in our 4-ounce recycled jars. So I'm excited to show everyone how we make our candles here. We're also going to get a little bit of bonus wax melt action in this video. So if you want to see how we make our candles and how we make our wax melts, make sure you stick around. We're going to get right into it. Alrighty, so today we're going to be making our Teakwood candles. So one thing we're adding to our lineup this year for the Holislaaaay Spectacular is smaller candles. So we're going to be using these jars. These have been recycled, thanks to friends and family. But we're going to be using those. People have asked for smaller candle options. People have asked for larger candle options. So we're going to do a little bit of that this year. With that being said, you may remember back from our candle science testing video, we use these jars as well. So this is ultimately what they're going to look like using our soy wax, of course. So we're currently heating up our wax and we're about to get into it. All right, so while the wax is heating up, we're going to go ahead and start sticking our wicks into our jars. So we use 100% cotton wicks. Our wicks are free of paraffin, free of lead. I like them a lot. So all we do is we take our little wax wafer that has some sticky to it. Then we stick it in the middle of our candle. And that is what our prepped candle looks like. So I'm going to repeat the rest of these off camera. And then we'll be back once our wax is cooled and we will begin adding our fragrance to our wax. Alright, so we are back. Our wax is melted. Let's do a quick little temperature reading. We're about 170. Yeah, we'll do 170. So we're at a good temperature that we can add our fragrances in. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So our Teakwood candle is a blend of lavender, driftwood, redwood, and then we have some notes of incense in there as well. So we really want this to be woody and have like this smoky, ambery florals to it. That's how this fragrance was designed. And it smells absolutely incredible. It's one of my favorites that we've made so far. And you can actually find this as a bar of soap over at our friends at Less is More. So I have these little samples from Candle Science of the fragrances that we use to create this. And it just smells so good. Cool. So all of our fragrance is in. Go ahead and get the empty fragrance bottles that we used ready to go to get washed and recycled. And then we're going to stir this up. And then we're looking for our temperature to hit about 125 degrees. So we're at about 158 right now. So we're going to come back down to temperature. That way the wax sets and cures as best as it possibly can. And then once we're cooled down, we'll be back to start pouring these. All right, so we are back. We are going to try to fill up as many of these as possible. And you may be asking, where can I get these jars? You can actually get them by going to your grocery store and getting the Yoplait French style yogurt. They have dairy-free options for those of us that can't have dairy. Love it. So we're going to start filling these and try to get through as many as possible. And then if we have leftover wax over off yonder, I have some of our flower wax melt molds because then we'll not waste any of our wax and then we'll just create some wax melt. So, remove our spoon. And then we're going to just pour it in. We're looking to get about a 4-ounce candle. There we go. So it won't be clear to the top. That way we can trim the wick and the wick is safely within the vessel. Are full. Let's go ahead and move our scale out of the way. And now we'll start filling our wax melts. I'm not expecting to fill all of these. And if we don't have enough to make sets, then these will just be available as samples. Okay, so we were able to make one full tray of the wax melt. So that is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 of the wax melt flowers. We usually sell them in sets of 6. However, I think this go around we'll do them in sets of 3. That way everybody can kind of try them. And we'll of course make them a little bit cheaper since we're doing that. So we're going to let all of our candles and all of our wax melts set up and cure. So we're probably looking in about 12 hours or so. We'll be back to unmold our wax flowers, and then we'll start to clean up our candles. All right, so we are back probably 12 hours later or so. We've unmolded our wax melts, so you can kind of see that there's some variation. So on this side, you have our golden hour wax melts, which are inspired by Santal 33. Then over on this side are the Teakwood wax melts. They are white in color. Let's go ahead and show everyone those. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start cleaning up our candles. So let me remove our wick holders. And honestly, like, I don't even need to clean up the tops on these so far. So I think we're doing good there. We pour it at a low enough temperature that there's not a whole lot of cleanup that we have to do. All right, so now I'm going to grab our scissors and we're going to trim the wicks on these candles. So I like to trim our wicks a little bit longer so that you at home are able to trim them down to the size that you want. And this process honestly goes really quickly. So if you are a candle science junkie like we are, the wax from this particular blend that we did for our candles stayed really white, which is cool. So there's not any discoloration in the wax with this particular fragrance blend. So if you're somebody who wants to do something similar to this using the lavender embers and the redwoods and moss fragrance oils from Candle Science, and if you like to add color to your candles, you're going to be able to keep them true to color. So we're going to go ahead and clean up our candle tops just real quick. We're going to blast them with the heat gun just so that they're a little bit more level. A couple of them have some cracks in them. Some of them have a little hole in them over on this side. So this is just going to let us kind of control the appearance of the tops just a little bit more. already, and that is how we make our candles and wax melts. I'm super excited with Teakwood. So these are going to launch Saturday, November 25th at 2 p.m. We do have a pop-up that day, so supplies and quantities may be limited, but we're definitely going to be making more of these. It just smells absolutely incredible. How could we not keep these on the shelf? So we will have these in our little 4-ounce mini candles, and then we'll also have them in our 8-ounce wood wick candles. So thank you for joining. We're super excited to launch all these products and let everybody test them for the holidays. Until next time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button as well. Hit that little bell if you want some notifications from us anytime we post a video. We hope everyone enjoyed themselves, and until next time, stay safe, stay happy, and toodles.